What up YouTube, it's Misery Hates Company. In this video, I want to show you how to get even more fodder on your main hero, or even some of your ults. So I made a short about how to rank high in special operations. And that video did pretty well, and a lot of you gave me some really solid feedback and wanted some more insight. So this is that video just for you guys. I consistently rank in the top 10, and I'm going to give you all of my secrets right now. Let's jump straight into the video. So first things first, as you can see, I am in fact ranked 5 for the week on special operations. I consistently get in the top 10. Now, what does that net you? It does net you, at least in the top 10, at least 11 of these 2 to 4 star costume box rewards. This is a fantastic option, and you do have the ability of getting some pretty solid fodder for your main, or like I said previously, for your ults. And this is something you just have to do, make sure you do daily. And if you follow this guide, you will definitely get a much higher rank than whatever you've been getting. Now, it is no secret now that my main is actually Iron Man, but I'm using Storm for this every single day. And the reason being is that nothing matters in terms of your gear, your Omega cards, your badges, your cores, your companions. Nothing matters. Everything is stat squished down to level 100, which means you have to find the best hero at level 100 that has the best skills for whatever it is that you're doing. In this, we're doing special operations. Today is actually Xander's defense, which is a lot of mobs, and all of them typically have a lot of mobs, which means you need to do a lot of AoE damage with low cooldowns, which obviously makes it a no-brainer who is going to do well in this. And you can tell from the weekly rankings who I'm talking about. Like I said, I use Storm. We do have a couple other options, so people do use their mains for this, but predominantly you're going to see a lot of these Storms. And we even have people who aren't even level 120 because, again, your stats squished down to level 100. So it doesn't have to be your main. Just pick the right skills and go on your Storm, at least level 100 Storm. So let's go ahead and jump over to our skills because, like I said, nothing else really matters. This is the true bread and butter. I have done a lot of testing with a lot of different skills, and this truly is the best skill set you're going to want to use for Storm when it comes to special operations. First skill is Weather Witch Chain Lightning. This skill bounces between multiple heroes, which means it's obviously really good for all the trash mobs all over the special ops because it does bounce to each individual one, and it has a really low cooldown of 8.8 seconds, which is fantastic. Next up, and we're sticking to the whole lightning build here, you are using Lightning Attack Thunder Crash. So this is a very typical skill. It does 923% damage at a 16.9 second cooldown, which is great. Moving on, we do have our Whirlwinds of Death, the central whirlwind, which does send out like 5 to 6 tornadoes all the way out. It is a very large radius, I would note, and it does do 904% damage. Next up is going to be Wall of Wind, which is a air current skill, and it does reduce gives you more CDR by 43.86% for 8 seconds, which is fantastic. It helps you get your skills back even faster. Next up, we do have Atmospheric Control, which is an electrical explosion. Again, just stick on the ground, does AoE damage, 9-second cooldown. Nothing's better than that for this. All right, so that is literally all you need. Like I said, is at least level 100 Storm, and then all those skills maxed out at level 15. And then you're going to go and jump over to special operations. Now, there are some min-maxing you can do inside of the special operations. Now, today we do have, like I said, Xander's defense. So I will show you some tips and tricks on this one. All of them have a few tips and tricks that are slightly different, so make sure you get used to them. But this one has some pretty unique ones, so I'm going to go ahead and show you in real time what it looks like. All right, so first things first, you are going to want to make sure you're flying, which would be great. And then you're going to go over to the middle, and your movement is very important in how you handle this. So you want to see which one is going to be summoned. It's going to be summoned by the red light. So you can see he's already going there. I'm going to go, well, he changed his mind. You want to hit right here in the middle and then just do big damage. Of course, somebody followed me. This is going to slow me down just a hair. Let me see if I can try to get all my finished last touches. That is the goal here. Hopefully he left and was chasing the big boyos. Looks like we might have even pulled a crowd, which is great. I am taking a lot of damage, but that's because I was focus on pulling as many as I can. As you can see, I'm already at 30k damage, which is great. I highly doubt we're going to be able to get this crystal spawn, but if and when we do, the crystals are fantastic, and you are going to want to aim for... Oh, we did get one. Sick. Prioritize red, so red first. And then from red, you're going to want yellow. So what red does is give you more attack for 1 whole minute. Blue, as you can see, gives me my life back because I was just dying like a big old noob. And then yellow actually gives you your ultimate gauge recovery. So you want to prioritize red, then yellow, and then blue as needed. Red is definitely the big one though. That's how you're going to be doing the most damage. So now I like to position myself kind of in between these and then call down some lightning, go and destroy some of these guys while hitting some of the trash mobs. Focus on him, tag this a little bit. All right, there we go. Remember, last hits are really important in this. All right, gonna just finish these guys up, see what's going on over here. All right. So my goal is to, and again, you get more based off how fast you kill everything. So it is important that you're beating this as a whole team. So you don't want to like wait for like basically AFKers and just get a really high score, because your overall score is still gonna be pretty low. All right. So again, I see that we have red here. All right, come on. Let me focus on red. Jesus. All right, got red. Oh, I want that yellow. Yeah. That was good. And then boom. So we are waiting on us to finish this because they were just farming the guys at the bottom, which is fine. To each their own. All right. Now this is where this next wave is where you can either use your ultimate or you can save it. You definitely want to have your ultimate when the boss comes, because you have the ability of just knocking out a ton of damage. So we'll see just how risky I feel like doing. You know what? Risk it for the biscuit for the video. I'm going to go ahead and ultimate all these guys out. Got some decent damage there. Gonna go ahead and ultimate again, or do the AoE lightning everywhere. And dodge around a bit. All right, boom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go backwards towards the base, because we do have a lot of the boyos coming in. He's got a lot on him, which is great. And then we're just gonna go ahead and finish up some of these kills. Oh yeah, I took a bunch there, already over 100k. Pretty decent pace there, not gonna lie. Feel pretty good about that. I want to try to get this red before he does. Prioritize hitting it. Who's it going to? And him. That sucks. Now, I do get yellows, though. Yellows are great. See if I can get my ultimate again. I did. Did get enough. Love that. All right, I'm going to go and just do a little bit more damage here to these guys. Get my CDR going. Yeah. All right, so like I said, we're still doing awesome on damage. They're already popping their ultimates, which is totally fine by me. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can, waiting for the boss to come, because the boss is where I do a ton of damage, especially off the very beginning. I'll show you how you do that. So I don't have a red, which would have been fantastic. I think it's going to cancel because we only have 5 seconds left. I don't think we're going to be getting those crystals, which we're not. So I'm going to position myself here in the middle. This is where the boss spawns, and then I'm going to go in a little word, make sure I hit all 3 of these and the boss and their additional little pets as they come out. Go ahead and AoE the boss down. Hooray. Dodge that. All right, now you just focus on the boss. We are at 200k. The Iron Man that we have here is also doing surprisingly well. So I'm sure that's both helping us and hurting us. This is where you kind of get into some funky territory. We want to really be blowing these guys up to be killing the boss a little bit faster than we are now. Hopefully we get a decent score here. I can already tell, like, it doesn't feel like we're doing that much damage in general, so I don't know. Oh, let me go and get that red one. Again, you literally want to stop what you're doing to get the red ones. It is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let me go and just AoE these guys down. All right, now for this guy. All right, focus down the boss, which is great because he's now hitting the main thing that we have to defend, the little tower here, and we get to kind of AoE everything else down, which is what the goal is. We're gonna be at almost 300k, which is perfect. The time did click just below 5 minutes, which is not good at all. But let's see where that gets us. Just over 318. Like I said, the score I had previously was 1.6 million. I don't think we beat that. It felt like it did take a little bit longer than my other run earlier today did. Let's see. 1.49, not a bad run, but not my better run of the two. So the other thing I would mention is that I have already done this for the day. And if you don't get a good score, you can just keep running it. And just because you don't get any of the rewards doesn't mean you don't get the good score. It does, as it says right here, right above my head, only the best record of the day will be considered for the weekly ranking. So you get basically an unlimited amount of chances to get your best rank. So what will happen sometimes is that like what happened to me this time, where I had someone take all the red crystals, or at least in a really key spot where I could have done a ton of damage on the boss right when he came out. But unfortunately, Iron Man did get the red crystal, so he got an attack buff and I did not. But that's something that I would then consider if this was my first run, trying it again to see what it would get me. But I already had a good run. I did get the 1.6 million already. So I'm in great shape. I'm sitting at rank 5 for the week, and that's perfect. That's right where I want to be going into the next day. So that's going to go and do it for today's video. Like I said, smash that like button if you like this video, if it helps you at all, because like I said, this is a very easy way, very free to play, friendly way, and just time sensitive way even to get a decent amount of fodder. This is also something that I do, like I said, each and every week. I don't miss it at all, and I do rerun as necessary. Now, if you do want to get the best value out of your Scarlet Witch, you're going to want to make sure you have the fodder that's necessary to upgrade her new gear. And in doing so, you need to do this, because this is basically the only way to get gear right now, which is an issue in itself, but this is currently the best way of doing it.